Hello friends, this is Shifa. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to talk on novel called Animal Farm, which is written by George Orwell in the year 1945. Now, even though this tale seems to be a very simple tale written for children, but in fact this is an allegorical novel and a satire written and critiqued for the political background which was going around in that particular time period. Now, what was the political background going on? It was about Stalin revolution and its aftermath. Now, George Orwell, if you see, is a author who likes to write about politics, and that's why he has written this, because at that point of time period it was a high time to talk about Stalin revolution and the consequences which affect a lot of people. So I think without wasting any time, we should get into it. We should talk about what historical background was there in the novel and how is it corresponding to the plot, and we'll also look at the other details like characters and themes of the novel. So I think we should start. Let's go.
Animal Farm as a novel seems to be a very simple tale on its surface, talking about animals on the farm. It's kind of a children's story. But in fact, this surface is the allegory or the story with a hidden political meaning of the Russian Revolution of 1917 and the civil war that followed. It later gave rise to Stalin's dictatorship in the Soviet Union. So the novel draws clear parallel between Joseph Stalin, uh, the political leader or whatsoever, and the character the pig Napoleon. To serve his own ends, Napoleon in the novel, the character, okay, in the novel distorts old Major's idealized dream of equality and brotherhood for all animals as he rules the farm. In the same way, Stalin distorts the idea of Marxist communism to feed his own desire for power and control in Soviet Union. Now, what was Marxist communism? It gave workers control of production, while Stalin's version gave the state control of production. Okay, so Marxist communism was giving power to the workers, while Stalin's version gave power to the state, paving the way for totalitarian rule. Okay, once Stalin took control of Soviet nation as he was always desiring, he focused on eliminating any perceived threats to his power, culminating in the Great Purge of late 1930s, during which he killed many people including his political opponents, imprisoned them or killed them. In 1939 he entered into an alliance with Hitler. In the meantime, uh, Stalin and his close supporters remained comfortable while the people of Soviet Union suffered deprivation, hardship, and a lot more thing during that wartime and afterwards as well. The government used propaganda to inspire loyalty in the populace. And in the world of Animal Farm, where propaganda failed, fear and intimidation succeeded. So, this was the political background of the novel. Like, it gives the direct parallels of the character Napoleon and Stalin's dictatorship and how it suffered, and the consequences people suffered. Many of them got killed in the war. During the wartime, the common people suffered with a lot of hardships, poverty, and a lot more things. So it is a direct allegory and relating to what was happening during that period. Now we are going to move towards the characters of the novel to understand the plot of the novel. The first character through which the novel starts is of Old Major. Now, he is the allegory of Karl Marx, okay, whose vision for a world where animals are free inspires the rebellion. Next is Napoleon. Napoleon is a totalitarian pig leader of Animal Farm who exploits the other animals to maintain his own power. This character is a direct allegory to leader Stalin. Next is Snowball, who is an early pig leader of Animal Farm who exploits the other animal to maintain his own power. Now, the Snowball character is a direct allegory to Leon Trotsky. Next come Mr. Jones, who is a drunken, neglectful proprietor of Manor Farm, overthrown by his animals. He is a man like a human being and he has been overthrown by his own animals. The next come Squealer, who is Napoleon's second pig in command, who spins stories and propaganda to keep the animals in line. The next character which is important is Boxer. Now Boxer is a hard working horse whose devotion to Animal Farm earns him respect. Coming to the plot, the novel starts with one night where all the animals have been assembled in a barn to hear old Major. He is a pig. To describe his dream he had about a world where all the animals live free from tyranny of their human masters. Old Major dies soon after the meeting, but all the animals were inspired by his philosophy of animalism and they plot a rebellion against Jones. Two pigs, Snowball and Napoleon, prove themselves important figures and plans of this dangerous enterprise. The revolution occurs when Jones forgets to feed the animal, and as a result, Mr. Jones and his men are chased off the farm. Manor Farm was renamed as Animal Farm, and the seven commandments of animalism are painted on the barn wall. Initially, the rebellion was a great success, and animals used to meet every Sunday to debate the farm policy. The pigs become the supervisor because of their intelligence. Now Napoleon, along with another pig Squealer, persuades the other animals that the pigs are always moral and correct in their decision. Jones and his men return to Animal Farm to retake it, but with the tactic of Snowball, animals defeat Jones and his battle become known as Battle of Cowshed. Molly, a vain horse, is lured off the farm by another human. Snowball plans to bring electricity in the farm, but Napoleon opposes it. Napoleon summons a pack of dogs who chase Snowball off the farm forever. Napoleon then announces that windmill for producing electricity will be built in the farm and he lies that it is his own idea. In fact, it is a Snowball's idea. Like actually it was a Snowball's idea. Boxer, the horse, proves himself to be the most valuable in building the windmill. He represents working class. Now moving on to next. Mr. Pilkington, who is the owner of neighboring farm, represents the capitalist and he is in fact an allegory for Winston Churchill, okay, and he is representing the capitalist. Mr. Frederick represents Hitler in this novel. Jones forsakes the farm and moves to another part of the country. Okay, now the humans have been moved to another part of the country. What is happening over here in the animal farm? Napoleon hires a solicitor and begin trading with neighboring farms. The heavy storm topples the windmill and the Napoleon blames Snowball for this, but the animals rebuild it again. Okay, now Napoleon has become a dictator and kills innocent animal in front of their entire farm. Napoleon and other pigs move into Jones's house and sleep in his bed. The other animals receive less and less food while the pigs grow fatter. When the windmill is completed in August, he sells a pile of timber to Jones. Frederick, a neighboring farmer who pays him forged notes. Frederick and his men attack the windmill and explode it, but they are defeated. The seven commandments of animalism are broken by pigs, and the language of commandments are changed as no animal shall drink alcohol is changed to no animal shall drink alcohol to excess. Boxer, who is a horse, again puts his strength in building the windmill, but he is exhausted now because again and again this windmill has been getting destroyed. Napoleon sells him to a knacker. A knacker is a glue boiler, okay? Squealer makes the animal believe that Boxer has died a peaceful death.
After this, a novel shows a huge time gap.
Years passes and Napoleon expands the farm boundaries by purchasing two more fields, but the life of all the other animals, like except pigs, went worse after that. Okay, eventually pigs begin to walk in their hind legs and take many qualities of their former human oppressors. Seven commandments are reduced to a single law. All animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. The novel ends with Pilkington sharing drinks with the pig in Jones's house. Themes of the novel is corruption because the pig is taking leadership of Animal Farm after the rebellion depart from the idea of animalism for serving his own interest. Then exploitation. You saw in the plot how the pig exploited other animals for their own benefits. Third is deception. To maintain the position of power over other animals, Napoleon was decepting other animals. Idealism is then again a very important theme in the novel because through idealism, the concept of idealism, the animals have been exploited. Like if you see throughout the story, the animals remind themselves of the belief that guided their revolution by singing Beast of England, which describe their ideal world.
Okay guys, so this was it. I hope you understood what I explained it to you. I hope it's helping you out, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want more such videos, please subscribe to my channel. Also share it with your friends who are also an ardent lover of English literature or are related to it in some or the other way. Till then, take care. Bye bye. See you soon.